I'm Janis Meredith from JBMTHINKS Sports Parenting, coach's wife for 3 decades and sports mom for 21 years. When your child comes home from practice or a game and says, "Mom, Dad, I'm done. I'm discouraged. I want to quit. I don't want to do this anymore." What do you say to them? There's probably a couple ways you could go with this. You could say, "It's okay if you want to quit, go ahead, whatever you want to do. We just want you to be happy." Or there's the total opposite way, which says, "Heck no, you are sticking with this till the season is done, and you're sticking with this sport because you're really good at it." I've known parents that have said that before. You're sticking with the sport because you're really good at it. Now, those are kind of opposite ends of the spectrum. Which one do you choose? Well, I'd like to suggest a third option, and that option is one that actually helps your child reach their own conclusion, what they want to do. And it's because you will be coaching them, you will be asking them questions to help draw out what it is they really want to do. So when your child comes home and says, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm discouraged. I'm not getting the playing time I want. The coach isn't treating me the way I want. I don't like my team. Whatever the reason is, here's what you can do. You can start by listening and start by asking some questions, because I think if you dig and get to the heart of the matter and help your child think it through, they will come up with an answer that will be their answer and they will own it. So you start with questions like, what was it about this sport that made you want to play in the first place? What was it that you really liked about playing for this team? What are the things that you liked about it? What are the things that you didn't like about it? Why do you want to play sports at all? How do you think your team would feel if you were to totally quit? How do you think you would feel if you were to totally quit? What are your desires? Do you want to play this game for a long time, or do you want to try something else? Is there something else that you would rather be doing than playing this game? See, by asking all these questions, you're drawing your child out. You're helping them to think. And sometimes when someone is asked a lot of questions, it helps them think and work through and process it out loud. And usually in the course of that processing, they come up with their own answer. They come up with their own conclusion. And you can affirm it as they talk and say, "I hear you saying this. Is that true?" Or, "You just said this. How does that work? Is that really true?" So, maybe just listen, affirm, ask questions, and help your child reach the conclusion. Because here's the deal. At the end of the day, if they decide on their own that they want to stick it out, regardless of the situation, they want to keep playing this sport, then they will own that answer. They will have no one to blame but themselves. And now let me just back up and say, I wouldn't encourage any mid-season quitting. Help them to reevaluate this at the end of the season. And if they come to you and they decide, "You know what? I don't want to do this sport anymore. At the end of this season, I think I'm going to move on." Then they have come to that conclusion. They will own that answer and they have no one to blame but themselves. This is what we need to let our kids do. The older they get, we need to take on this more coaching role instead of telling them, "No, stick with it because you're too good," or "It's okay, you can quit right now if you want." There's a middle road, and that road is actually coaching your child and helping them come to their own conclusion. Have a great day, and please remember to be part of the Positive Sports Parenting Tribe.